Hey guys, this is Mark Master. We're back for another how-to. Now this one is on how to record with OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software. You can see I have it opened and I'm recording this video with it right now. So I will show you guys how everything works, how OBS works, because I've had a lot of people asking me how I record my videos, what I use, and just, how to set up the whole thing. A few people asked me that, and I decided, hey, I'll do a how-to on it. So, first things first, if you haven't already, you're going to want to go to OBS, and download it. If you haven't downloaded it already, if you have, then you won't need this step, but all you're going to want to search is Open Broadcaster Software, or just search OBS. Same results should pop up. So yeah, now there's several different types of OBS. There's like just many different types, and you're gonna want to make sure you get the right one. So if you haven't already, go to the https://obsproject.com. Link will be in the description. So just go ahead down there and you can get the same thing. Alright, so as you can see on this page, you have two options. You have OBS Studio and OBS Classic. Now, there's more than just Studio, and trust me, I learned this the hard way, that the one you're going to want to get is Get OBS Classic. Make sure you are getting this link right here for Windows. If you don't have Windows, I'm not exactly sure what to say. I'm assuming if you have like a Mac or something, you can just search it up for Mac, and you should just get results. Just to find a link to download it for Mac on Google, just search, Mac, type at the end of it. I don't know, but I'm not really sure what to do. But I'm not really sure what to say if you do, because I do not have a Mac. I have Windows 10. So, yeah. Anyway, so you're going to want to get this link. Make sure you download it. Once you have it all downloaded, you should open it up, and you should look like this. Of course, you won't have this unless you're recording and have everything set up and all that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this Sources tab. Now, all you're going to need to do is right-click, click Add, and you get several different things that you can do. Now, the ones you're probably going to want to use if you're recording depends on really what you're recording. If you're recording games, you're going to want to have a game capture. If you're just recording how-tos like I am right now, you're going to want to use a monitor capture or just a window capture for certain different things. So monitor basically just records your screen. Game capture specifically records a game. It's not just recording your screen. It is recording the game. So if you have a virus on your computer and some ad pops up in the middle of your game, no one will see it besides you. It'll just show the game still, and maybe your mouse, but that's about it. So that's definitely what you're going to want to use if you're recording games. Otherwise, just use a window or monitor capture, which you can do. I have like several different ones set up right now. I'm not going to screw with the monitor capture because I feel like it's probably going to screw up the recording. Okay, yeah, never mind. So first, game capture. All you're going to want to do is, if you have the game opened up that you want to record, you'll have a selector down here. All you're going to want to do is, as you can see, you can basically record anything open on your computer, or at least most things. You click on it, and then you're done. Now, I have stretch image to screen and ignore aspect ratio on for when I record Minecraft. Now, I'm not sure if that's really a good thing to do. It basically stretches your screen out a bit more, which I don't have a problem with. But if you do, you're not going to want to do that. But all I do is have stretch image to screen, ignore aspect ratio, and show your mouse cursor if you want. You can also do other cool things and change the gamma. That's about it. Just select what you want to record, and then that's about it. You can also select a hotkey to instantly record stuff like that. Window capture, kind of the same thing. You can just select the region for the window that you want. You just click select region, you'll have like a red outline. You can scroll it to change the size to the screen, or whatever you're going to do. And there's also, the same sort of settings, and also the windows you're going to record as well. And finally, monitor capture is like the simplest one. Once again, you can also do a select region, or you can just, select the monitor. I have 2 monitors, so I have it select to monitor 2, which I'm recording on right now. And then I just have another game capture. That's basically all it is. It's quite simple. I'm not really sure what image or text does, but this is tutorials on how to record. So I'm sorry if you're interested in that. I really can't help you. But now we're gonna go into some of the crazy stuff. Now this can get very confusing. Trust me, I know, because I've had several problems with this with this recording software. In the past, because I do not know settings at all. Like, I've reinstalled it because I thought there was something wrong, ended up installing the wrong version, couldn't record videos for a week because I was using the wrong OBS, couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I thought it was a weird update. A lot of craziness. So settings, I'm going to try to show you guys pretty good settings. I'm also going to tell you what you can do to reduce lag in your video, because if you do not have a good computer, OBS is going to be a very challenging thing to record with. I have a quad-core processor, so my computer has 4 cores. When I had a laptop, before I started doing YouTube on my computer, before I started recording on my computer, I used to do it just on the Xbox, I had a dual-core, and I could not record with OBS, let alone play Minecraft with a lot of chunks without lagging. So this is really going to depend on what your computer is itself. If it's good, you'll have a much easier time with it. If it's bad, I'll show you some things you can do, but I'm not sure that OBS will be the thing for you. I'm sorry. So the first thing you want to do is basically just skip over general, because I have no idea why you would need any of that stuff. So just go to encoding, and this is what you're going to do first. Now, my max bit rate is very high, but if you have like a decent computer, I would recommend anywhere from 3,000 to like 6,000. If you have, not a very good computer, I'd recommend around 3,000 or possibly even 1,000, depending on how much lag you're getting. But luckily, bitrate isn't the thing that will take a lot, so you should be able to handle 3,000 no problem. That's what I would do, at least. You're also going to want to check this box that says custom buffer size. Make sure it's checked, and change the buffer size to 0, because otherwise you'll have a bunch of weird graphically pixels all over the screen, and it will look really ugly, and no one will like it. I also have my bitrate. I changed it up a bit. You don't necessarily have to do that if you don't want to. And that's really the only things that I should see you have. Make sure everything's set like this on these 4. And enable the encoder times 264 and uncheck use CBR. Everything I have displayed should work for you. Once you have that, you're going to want to go to broadcast settings. I have no idea why I have it set to live stream, but it really hasn't affected me at all. So apparently you can do that. So yeah. Now this got a little irritating. You have no idea how tired I am of getting foot cramps in the middle of my videos. It's the weirdest thing ever. Anyway, so for this, it was really irritating because I could not get my videos, I could not find something to play my videos after I recorded them. So what you're going to want to make sure you do is change the file path, and the file path only, to .mp4. It'll originally look like this, .flv. All you're going to want to do is erase that and put .mp4. And it should be fine. This one down here, replay buffer path, hasn't really been an issue. And I have my replay buffer length in seconds to 1. I'm not exactly sure if that's 100% necessary, but I would do it anyway. So after that, you're going to want to go to video. Now, this really depends on your monitor size, or like what exactly you're doing. So if you change this, it's necessarily going to change the resolution of it. So if you put it really small, it'll literally just record a really small area. So yeah, I have mine at 1280 by 720 just to record my screen. But when I record games and stuff, I put it at 1920, 1080. Actually, I'm gonna. But HD is 1920 by 1080. And that's usually what I have it set on, but for some reason, I don't. Now, resolution downscale, this is if you want to make the quality worse to lower your lag, which really would help. So if you can't handle this much, I do a downscale, maybe somewhere to one of these lower ones, and that's it. Also, the FPS is like probably the number one most CPU taking thing that there is. I have mine at 60. I cannot use that when I record mods. My computer is just not good enough to handle that. But I have mine at 60 FPS when I record Minecraft. Most likely, if you don't have a very computer, I would put it at 20. And 30 if you can handle it, but definitely probably to 20 if not. But 30 is not bad. 60 is definitely the best, and that's what I would do. So after you have that, you will want to go to audio. Now how this works is it's really simple. Like the background noise or the game volume that you will hear in the games you're playing, or just the background noise of whatever. So I have mine coming through my headphones. If you have speakers, you're just going to set this one to wherever you're getting your background noise from. Mine's my headphones. And yeah, then your microphone auxiliary audio device is going to be what you're recording with. Now, I'm not going to change that because that will screw up my entire recording. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I'll probably just turn my mic off. Anyway, so this is where you put your microphone that you're talking into, like I am right now. That's what you would put as your, thing there. And then I don't really think any of this stuff has any problems at all. And these don't really matter either. So that's about it. Next, you're going to have hotkeys. Now, I don't use these at all. I'm probably like one of the only people in the world that don't. But these just basically set them to whatever key you want. And if you click that key, it'll start recording for you. Not really, you can have it start recording, you can have it start stream, all this stuff, mute your microphone, all this stuff is not just recording, but they're kind of random. Now, advanced, this gave me a problem for a little while as well. So this stuff's a little confusing. I'm not really know what to do, but yeah. Now, your process priority class, make sure if you don't have a good computer or not the best computer to put it on normal. That's probably the best one for you, because this is quite high taking of your processor. Also, this scene buffering time, milliseconds, if you've ever heard in one of my videos where my voice cuts out a little bit, that is because of this. I'm not exactly sure why, but I would recommend you have this on 600 or higher, because if you have it lower, sometimes your mic might just mute itself randomly for I have no idea. But probably 600 or higher. You might be safe at 700. You might be safe at 700, but it's just kind of weird. Alright? So next you're going to want to go to times 264 CPU present. Now this is also very strange, because this will make your recording cut in and out. I have mine on ultra fast, which is the only thing that works for me. Everything else just kind of cuts in and out for some reason. I'm assuming the better computers, you're going to want ultra fast. Otherwise, if you don't have a very good computer, I'd recommend very fast or faster. But I'd test out your recording a couple times first, just to make sure you don't need to set it to super fast or ultra fast. Because for some reason, those make my gameplay perfect. But if I put it on very fast, it'll be all cut out and stuff. And yeah, so once again, if you don't have a very good computer, I would recommend you put that on main. This on 0 or 2. I've seen some people put it on 2. But that's about it. Now this is for, like, if you check that, that's for custom settings. You can look up a couple commands to make your recording better. So you can just check that, type in the command, or just copy paste it, and it will make it way better. And then there's some random settings I don't use down here. And that's about it. Down here you just have a sync type thing apparently, and a microphone noise gate, which will help with your background noise. I used to use this, but I don't use it anymore because I got a better mic that cuts out most of my background noise. It's kind of, basically, this bar is your background noise, and this bar is your audio. So anything under this bar won't be picked up. Anything above this one will be. So if you have a lot of background noise that goes up to like here or something, then make sure that you have that under this bar, and then when you're talking, it goes ahead of this bar, and then it won't get the background noise. It'll only get it when you're talking, which is kind of annoying either way. But that's about it. That's how you can record your games. All you gotta do then is you can click preview stream, which will preview it in a window like this while not recording, and then start recording, stop recording, same thing. Streaming is a whole different story. I might do that, make a video on that, but I currently can't stream, so probably not. But that's about it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial on how to use OBS. Hopefully it did help you. If you had any questions or comments or concerns about this, please leave it in the comments below, and I will catch you guys next time.